Hey folks, welcome to Top 3 in Cybersecurity, a bite-sized view of 3 of the most important news stories in cybersecurity this week. Now let's jump in. Coming in at number 1 this week is a follow-up from one of the most recent impactful breaches this year, the Change Healthcare breach. Root cause analysis reports leaked this week to CISO Online indicate that attackers compromised the identities of one of Change's external facing critical systems, and the lack of multi-factor authentication on these accounts allowed them to be taken over with just a username password combination. So it's really unfortunate. This access provided the attackers access to the Change Healthcare environment for 9 whole days before they launched a ransomware attack, also completely undetected. Now, we also received confirmation from Change Healthcare that the Change was unable to recover from the outage and forced to pay $22 million in ransom to these attackers. It's a pretty steep payment there. I really hope that CISOs are able to use this incident as a shining example of what can happen when the security programs are underinvested in. $22 million plus days of business downtime is a steep cost when you think about the investment in MFA and identity governance to prevent these types of attacks in the future. All right, coming in number 2 this week is a story out of India where India's central bank has banned Kotak Mahindra Bank from signing up new customers due to gross negligence in their security and IT operations. They're reporting that for 2 consecutive years, the bank was assessed to be deficient in its IT risk and information security governance. This is coming out of the report from the central bank. And efforts to comply with this were grossly insufficient. Customers are reporting frequent instability in their services and large-scale IT outages from the bank. And despite these critical security and governance failings, customers are still signing up. So they had growth of over 3 million new customers last year, which is incredible considering this reputation. But hopefully customers and the bank themselves are taking notice, and the bank will start to really take seriously these security practices so it doesn't further impact the Indian consumers. Now, coming in at number 3 this week is a story of an acquisition out of a cloud and privileged access management space, with IBM acquiring HashiCorp for $6.4 billion. This does look like a strong acquisition for IBM as they struggle for relevancy in the modern enterprise, and acquiring the de facto cloud provisioning tool, Terraform, is a strong product. And then you're also picking up the PAM space with HashiCorp's vaults. So it does seem to be an acknowledgement of Ansible's failures to be relevant in a cloud-central world, but maybe there's a play here with Red Hat and Ansible and Terraform. All right, well, that's it for this week. I hope everyone's enjoyed this bite-sized view of cybersecurity news, and I'll catch everyone next week.